In the world of Old School RuneScape, some of the most lethal players you'll ever meet are also the easiest to take down. It's this fascinating, kind of backward strategy called being a pure. And today, we're going to dive into how turning weakness into a weapon actually works. So let me ask you this. What if the secret to being the most feared player in the game was to make yourself as fragile as a piece of glass? It sounds completely insane, right? But that is the core idea we are unpacking today. So first things first, what in the world is a pure? Let's pull back the curtain on this totally unique and frankly, brutally effective way to play. Okay, so at its heart, a pure is a total specialist. It's an account built for one thing and one thing only, to completely dominate other players in combat. The whole strategy is about hitting as hard as humanly possible, while basically tricking the game's math to make you seem way weaker than you actually are. And really, the best way to think about it is the classic glass cannon. They can absolutely shatter opponents with just, overwhelming damage. But if they get hit back, they can shatter just as easily. It's this super high-risk, high-reward playstyle that is just awesome to watch. And this right here really shows you the difference. See, a normal account, you're going for balance. You want to be a jack of all trades. A pure just throws that entire idea in the trash. They completely ignore defense to pour every single point they have into offense. It's a totally lopsided, all-or-nothing kind of build. So how in the world does that actually work? Well, to get the why, we have to pop the hood and look at the game's secret code. The logic behind the pure is all buried in the math of the combat formula. Which leads to the million-dollar question, right? How can having basically no defense give you an edge in a fight? It feels like it shouldn't work, but it all comes down to how the game adds up your overall power level. All right, here's the secret sauce. Think of your combat level as a number the game uses to match you against other players. Now, here's the trick. Not all of your skills add the same amount of weight to that number. Your defense skill? Oh man, that's like a lead brick. It adds a ton of weight. But attack and strength? They're like feathers in comparison. So by keeping defense at rock bottom, a pure can max out their damage while keeping their combat level deceptively low. It's like a heavyweight boxer getting matched up against a featherweight. It is not going to be a fair fight. And once players figured this out, they ran with it. It's not just one type of pure. Oh no. It's become a whole spectrum of different builds. A whole philosophy, really. You can kind of see the evolution here. You start with the classic, the one defense pure. That's the ultimate glass cannon. But then things get interesting. Some players will strategically add a little defense, say up to 20, because it unlocks special armor that boosts their prayers. Others go up to 40, which gives them access to a wicked spell called Vengeance that reflects damage back at an attacker. Every single level is a calculated trade-off.